Hey guys, I'm David. Welcome to my daily update where I show you building $100,000 a year business in public. So, how these daily updates usually go is that first of all, I go through your questions and help you with any make or automation scenarios or problems that you're encountering. Then I look at my YouTube stats and kind of see if the brand is growing. And then I do either some strategy, live work, freestyle yapping. What I will be talking today specifically is the kind of content generation scenario. And more specifically, in May, I will be talking about how to handle different types of data and different formats, especially when it comes to dates. So, one of the problem I was encountering was that I would scrape YouTube videos and a part of the dates would be in one format, another part would be in second format. So how to solve this in Make so you don't get errors and all the data get processed. Let's get right into it. And the first thing that I'm going to do is to check if there are any questions. And I started this channel not long ago, so I don't suppose there will be any questions. Some of the other days I go through questions that I just find on YouTube comments of other people to kind of get into habit of that. But today we will skip that. So that being said, there are no questions or comments. So what I will do is check my YouTube statistics and check how the performance is doing. So today it's May 13th. And we still have 5 subscribers on the Daily Updates channel. So there's no growth in here. And then let's see on the main channel. There could be at least one more, right? No. Okay, so on the main channel we also didn't grow at all. We have 213. So that's that. It's very interesting how it goes in kind of waves, you have like 0, 3, 2, 1, and then 3 days of 0. Very interesting. So yeah, that's it. And now what I will want to go through is just my scenarios. By the way, this thingy that you're seeing right now is a tool. It's called Time Doctor, something like that. I got it recommended by a friend. I'm trying it out, testing the free trial out right now. And it's the most invasive anti-privacy tool that kind of tracks your time and what you're doing. And I think it's mainly for freelancers and kind of distributed teams that work remote. But I think there may be use even, there may be a value in it even for individuals like me. So I'm trying it out. It takes screenshots while you're working, so you kind of see if you're actually working. It kind of categorizes how productive you are, what is the number of keystrokes and mouse clicks, etc. So it's very interesting. But anyways, what I wanted to do is, so I kind of it's so messy, I'm sorry for that. I kind of went over my scenario once more, and it's a scenario that's getting the creators, the videos of the creators, right, to then take inspiration from. And what I was kind of solving last time was that I didn't want it all to be in one scenario. In multiple scenarios, I wanted to be in one scenario. So how I kind of fixed that, and let's just rename this to something like get creator, and let me show you how this kind of goes, right? So first we have the list of creators that I did in one of the other videos with their channel handles. So this search is for all of them. In the future, I think now there's like 15 of them, so it would be something like this. Then it scrapes their videos, and what I'm aiming for is to scrape the last 30 videos, last 30 videos. And then the next thing, which would B is just get the videos. After it's scraped, just get the dataset. And then this is the one step that I was talking about in the beginning of the video, right? So I'm not sure if it will be visible in here. I don't think it is for some reason. I'm not sure why I only... Oh, okay. No. There's multiple bundles. Okay, so this bundle outputs 5. So what I was trying to show you, right, is that if you look at the dates, I'm trying to track the published dates. And in some of the cases, maybe in this kind of batch, it's not in here, but most of the dates are in this format, right? Pretty straightforward. And by the way, I'm thinking, why aren't there any cases like that? Because there were a lot of them, and I'm in contact with the developer of this kind of Epify scraper even from before, because there were some issues, but that I wanted them to solve. By the way, great team of developers. They always reply within like 2 minutes. And today I texted them that, why are the dates coming in different format? And it's possible that they already fixed it. I will check my email after. But basically, what the problem was, right, is that some of the dates would come in kind of this format, and then other days would come in format of just like April 15, 2025. And so then what happens is that it's very difficult for Make to kind of know, which type should it work with. And the first type, that's fairly easy because Make will kind of understand that it's date. But in the second type, it doesn't work like that. You need to explicitly parse the date and explicitly tell it that, okay, the date will be coming in this format. But then we come to, kind of back in the circle, because if we tell Make to explicitly parse the date in this format, which would be something like the parse date function, we would feed this date, April 15, 2025, and then we would, tell it explicitly that you will get month, you will get day, and you will get year, right? But now, if the date in this format comes, it won't work because it's not the format that Make is expecting. So how to solve this? And it goes also for other sorts of data. What you want to do is find out which of the options is more common, right? And in this case, I'm just creating a new variable that's called standard date. And for the more common option, which is just the most standardized version of the date, as you can see in here, we'll just parse the date, get the year, month, and day. And what we will use is we will use error handling. That's, I would have it in here if it wouldn't be in use already. Add error handler. And what we can do with the resume error handler is that if we get an error here, it will try with something else and then feed the value back to the bundle. So basically, if, I would now, it will try parsing it with this formula, but then if it doesn't work, it will use this one and then return it back so it can continue. And yeah, basically, this is how you go about solving problems with different formats. And then what I have is just I'm trying to, calculate if the video is younger than 1 month. If it is, then I want to separate it into 2 branches. If it's completely new, I want to create a new record in the sheet. And if it already exists, it searches for the ID. If it already exists, then what it does is that it will just update the views, the likes, and the comments. And then this is the kind of master table with all the information. And then there's second automation that also gets the thumbnail, transcript, and the summary. So yeah, I think for today, this is everything that I wanted to go through. This is a bit shorter video. If you have any questions or you need help with some specific problem with Make, or you're just thinking how to solve a certain automation problem, let me know down in the comments. I'll be happy to help you with it. Go over it live on one of my videos. And that's all for today, and see you tomorrow. Bye.